A man in Florida kept cassowaries at home, birds called the most dangerous on the planet. One day he fell near one of them. The cassowary attacked instantly, and the owner died in the hospital. But there are animals that behave differently. They hug people, go fishing with them, and even play tag. So, is it actually possible to befriend a wild animal? Or is this just a beautiful fairy tale? Today you'll learn the shocking truth about friendship with animals. What method works even on creatures with tiny brains? Which bird will remember your face and take revenge years later? And most importantly, who should you never feed, even if you really want to? Look at these cute lion cubs. Some sit calmly in a man's arms while the third scratches and growls furiously. What's the difference? The calm babies grew up with people from birth. The aggressive one spent a full 2 months interacting only with lions. He simply isn't used to humans and perceives them as a threat. Dean Schneider went further. He became part of a lion pride, literally. The guy raised these predators from the moment they were born, and they accepted him into the family. The lions don't consider him a different species because he speaks their language and does lion things. The secret is simple. He was there from the first days of their life. Any animal can become a friend if you appear in its life early enough. Miss the moment, and changing the animal's opinion becomes nearly impossible. In 2011, a video with a lion named Jupiter went viral. The huge predator gently hugged the woman who saved him. A touching story of friendship? Not quite. Jupiter was pulled from a circus where he was starving. The lion was young and had contact with people since childhood. Similar story with a pelican named Big Bird. People found him after a storm, nursed him back to health, taught him to fly, and went fishing together. He was small, separated from his flock, and accepted his rescuers as family. The beaks are a bit small, but you don't choose your family. All these stories share one thing. The animals were young or accustomed to people. How do you find common ground with an adult wild animal? There's an absolutely brilliant method that works without fail. When I learned about it, I was shocked. Just give them food. Seriously, someone managed to establish contact with a wild boar. Usually, boars aren't what you'd call friendly, but feed them bread or potatoes a few times, and they quickly figure out that dealing with you is profitable. The problem is that boars don't distinguish people very well. After several feedings, they might start bothering everyone, making no distinction between who fed them and random passers-by. And remember this, if a wild animal suddenly becomes too friendly, better stay away from it. Maybe this fox was raised by chickens, or maybe it's carrying rabies, and that's a disease that threatens an agonizing death. Innocent-looking raccoons and foxes can be deadly dangerous. All stories about animal and human friendships share one thing: the human. Each of these animals was domesticated, meaning they got used to socialization. Through frequent interaction with people, it becomes easy for them to befriend each other. And this works both ways. Now, you can befriend almost any animal if it's domestic and you have enough patience. You can take a chicken, teach it to play piano and go on tour, or connect with a pig to later sell its paintings. Just don't forget to share the royalties, and your pet might choose a friend from among wild animals. This happens if the animals match in size and don't eat each other. For example, cats and foxes. Or if they're social animals living in groups, they overcome instinctive fear if playing is fun enough. At the San Diego Zoo, a timber wolf and 2 goats raced along a fence. A bee's brain weighs just 1 milligram. It has so few neurons that the creature is unlikely to establish logical chains, like human equals good. It acts on pure instinct. Is it possible to hope for friendship with a bee? You probably won't believe it, but there's a way to find an approach to any bee or bumblebee. To befriend a bee, you need to give it food. Practically like with a boar, only you'll need fewer products. A couple drops of honey are enough, and you can quite pet your tame insect. They say it will even follow the person who fed it. Just think about it. A tame insect. If one bee friend isn't enough, look for the queen bee. The entire swarm will immediately follow her. Cheating, of course, but effective. Birds that happily took food from your hands are capable of changing their opinion. What? A human? On our territory? I don't know what you're talking about, but the absolute champion of holding grudges is the raven. Everyone knows these are very intelligent birds, and with great intelligence comes terrible vindictiveness. Never, Do you hear? Never harm a raven, especially if you were friends with it. It will remember your face, tell other birds, and I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out ravens are grudge-holding enough to track where a person lives and fly over to settle scores. Constant cawing and attempts to peck your head. That's not even the scariest part. Much worse could be an encounter with a cassowary, the bird called the most dangerous on Earth. A Florida resident kept cassowaries, fell near one of the birds, and it attacked instantly. The friendship ended in tragedy. If friendship with animals is such a dangerous pursuit, why spend time on it? Usually people are simply seeking advantage, like our ancestors who domesticated wild beasts. In Thailand and Malaysia, people found an approach to monkeys so they'd collect coconuts. It's believed that one animal, after about 6 months of training, collects 700 to 1,000 coconuts per day. You might think people shamelessly exploit animals, but when animals do the same thing themselves, we think they're best friends. Take coyotes and badgers. These species create a brilliant criminal tandem. Coyotes and badgers are a mind-blowing example of partnership in the animal world. Hunting prairie dogs, the coyote pursues prey if it runs, while the badger catches it underground if the prairie dog hides in burrows. These relationships arise during warm months. Each uses their strengths, and together they're unbeatable. So real friendship with animals isn't about hugs and selfies. It's about mutual benefit and the right approach. Wild animals don't dream of becoming your friends. They adapt if they see an advantage. Want to befriend a baby? Appear in its life from the first days. Want to establish contact with an adult? Feed it regularly. Don't take offense at an angry lion cub. Don't approach foaming foxes and never anger a raven. Or learn to dig burrows. Then you'll get your own coyote. See you soon.